Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages, okay? Like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment, and share, and all of that, okay? I totally appreciate it and love it, and I love y'all, so thank you so much for all of that support, okay? God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, all beings of light with the best interest of me and the collective at heart, you are always and forever welcome into my readings, okay? Please, please, please give the Piscean Seer collective, well, the Piscean Seer family, okay, the best and most accurate information for them at this time. So this is going to be a Hermes reading, okay? So Hermes, to tell you a little bit about him, okay, Hermes wrote the Emerald Tablets, which I'm going to read a piece of to you in a second, okay? He's known as the messenger of the gods, okay? He is credited with inventing fire, the alphabet, and dice, okay? Or it said actually knuckle bones, you know? So I just wrote it, I don't know why. And then so he's also worshipped by gamblers as lucky, okay? So Hermes brings a very lucky energy to you, okay? At the bottom of this deck, we got manifestation. It says prosperity, fortune, and pure intentions. You know, I feel like your pure intentions are what really calls forth your prosperity and your fortune, you know, being aware of the concept, like not being aware, but more having a deep understanding of the concept of, as above, so below, okay? Then we got the moon, okay? Because intuitively, you really know that everything is below as it is above, okay? But let me read this, this little information. I was just sitting here, you know, waiting. And because I wrote read over the Emerald Tablets, you know, and I was like, gonna just tell you guys to read it, you know, but it turns out he wants me to read it, read some of it to you, okay? And so I was just sitting here waiting for they were waiting for me to figure that out. Okay. So it says, when I entered the cave, I received the tablet Zarati, which was inscribed from between the hands of Hermes, in which I discovered these words: true, without falsehood, certain, most certain. What is above is like what is below, and what is below is like that which is above, to make the miracle of the one thing. It says, and as all things, we're made from contemplation of one, so all things were born from one adaptation. Its father is the sun, its mother is the moon, the wind carried it in its womb, the earth breastfed it. It's the father of all works of wonder, or telesmi, in the world. It is power. No, its power is complete. Integra. This is Latin, okay? If cast to, turn towards, or vesa furit. So it says, if cast to earth, it will separate earth from fire, the subtle from the gross, okay? With great capacity, it ascends from earth to heaven. Again, it descends to earth and takes back the power of the above and the below, okay? So I feel like this really is talking about, you know, the ascension process, you know, because that's kind of how it is, you know. He's saying, you know, you become aware, you know, that, you know, of the father, which is the sun, you know, of the light, of Ra, of any form of the light that you're first introduced into, you know, and then you get introduced to the mother energy, or the feminine energy, which is the moon energies, you know. And then, you know, you start to work with the elements more, and you start to be in a more grounded place, okay? It says, with great capacity, it ascends from earth to heaven. Again, it descends to earth and takes back the power of the above and the below, okay? So when you're operating out of the proper energy, you know, you're pulling the divine down to you, you know, you're grounding that energy. And so you're being like he's saying the centerpiece. You are the centerpiece, you know. So you're like a combination of the two, but it's important. This is why they're always talking about balance, you know, balance between the sun and the moon, okay? Balance between the above and the below. So it says, thus you will receive the glory of the distinctiveness of the world. All obscurity will flee from you. Okay, it says, this is the whole most strong strength of all strength, for it overcomes all subtle things and penetrates all solid things. Thus was the world created. From this comes marvelous adaptations, of which this is the procedure. Therefore, I am called Hermes because I have the three parts of the wisdom of the world. And complete is what I had to say about the work of the sun. Okay, from the book Galini Alfachimi, I think. So yeah, this is just like a bunch of different adaptions of that same passage, you know, but this is what he was wanting me to read to you, okay? And I just wasn't getting it. But he also wants me to read the esoteric meaning of J and T to you, okay? But first I'm going to get the overall energy. Okay, so what's the overall energy for this? The Knight of Swords, okay? And then we got the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck, okay? Which is giving me the energy of like walking away, you know, walking away from things that don't serve you. And then we got the Sun and the Moon on this card, okay? Which is fire. I love that. And then we got the Six of Pentacles under that. You know, a lot of you guys are having a hard time walking away and releasing things that aren't serving you. You know, this is why Spirit has me periodically like dip back into the drama, you know. Like you guys are meant to rise above that energy, you know. But let me see. What does the Knight of Swords say? That's the Knight of Pentacles. So it says, when new endeavors are near, this zealous knight appears, hip hip hooray-ish, enthusiastic to the point of obsession. He races towards his goal with no regard for petty concerns like danger or anyone else's feelings. You might call him the cokehead of the tarot deck. Wow. And though he has his upsides, passion, confidence, drive, he warns against some downsides, ignorance, arrogance, or sloppy work, okay? So learn from this guy's mistakes. Stay excited, but be willing to exercise some caution, humility, and patience. Oh, and skip the coke. It's unbecoming of a knight, okay? It says, the affirmation says, my excitement is welcome and celebrated, but it spills over. But when it spills over, I mop it up so no one slips. Okay, so this is what they're saying. You know, try to contain your emotions, your feelings, your energies. Like this is why it's important for you to master your energies of who you are. You know, so that you're not like it said, you know, so that other people aren't slipping over what it is that you're putting out. You know, you are connected to everyone and everything. So it's important for you to maintain that balance between the above and the below. You are meant to master that, you know, you're meant to master that middle energy, you know. He's saying mind, body, and spirit and soul, okay? I'm also hearing earth, air, fire, water, spirit, okay? I feel like this might be a long reading, okay? We got the sacral portal, okay? That creative energy. It says creativity, intimacy, and inhibition, okay? You could be a life path number 3 or 4 or 7, okay? Or 1 or 2 or 4. I already said that, okay? Or 9 is what I seen. At the bottom of the deck, we got emotional freedom, okay? Which talks about vulnerability, flowing, and rebalancing, okay? Which is right on brand with what we talk about. But let me see. What number is it? 34. So it says creative power is intertwined with harmoniously uniting all living beings. Our creative sacral chakra allows us to manifest and create, honor harmonious relationships, and allows us to let go. It requires great trust in order to co-create with other beings, and the health of this portal can affect how trusting we are toward others and how easily we honor our own creative spirits. Okay, so some of you guys may benefit from a little bit more sacred work, you know, wearing the color orange, carrying a carnelian stone on you. Okay, or amber will definitely help, you know, or even burning the orange essential oils or tangerine essential oil will really, you know, he's saying light that sacral chakra right up. Okay, so it says whether your situation involves a relationship, creative project, or a business partnership, how is your expression flowing in these areas? Are you feeling inhibited or restrained? Or are you too overbearing? Be honest. Is your creative spirit locked away, secretly seeking expression? Your creativity and sensuality desire discovery. If you have been holding back, now is the time to step forth and allow your expression to unfold. You are a kaleidoscope of beauty, okay? Truly, you hold the same type of beauty, you know, that this picture holds. You know, you are a beautiful and amazing being, you know, and you need to find the way that is right for you to express that. Okay, I knew that he was gonna get all like teacher with us, and I'm here for it. Okay, this is my kind of stuff. So thank you so much, Hermes, for these beautiful messages. Okay, so we're gonna do T first. T, esoteric meaning. Okay, we're doing Wisdom Tavern. So the symbols of T are the serpent, the roof, cross, and the caduceus, of course, because this is Hermes. So the spiritual meaning of T is tarot, thoughts, teeth, unfolding, and spiritual nature. He's saying you're unfolding your spiritual nature in a major way at this time. Okay. The numerology value of T is 20 and 2. Okay. You could be seeing 202. You could be seeing 2020. You also could be seeing any variations of 3s and 4s. Okay. T stands for top, travel, tip, temper, and think. Okay. So it says the letter T corresponds to 2 letters in the Hebrew alphabet, Teth, representing the serpent or the roof, and Tau or Ta is Tau, okay, signifying the cross. It may seem that the 2 symbols are not related to each other. However, in many cultures, especially in Christianity, the serpent and the cross usually go with each other. Okay, so let me show you the picture that it has right here. Okay, so it says spiritually, Christians have been taught that the serpent represents Satan or evil, while the cross symbolizes Jesus or good. However, in esoteric teachings, what letter T really means is the Kundalini serpents rising from the base of our spine and reaching the roof of our head, which is the pineal gland. This spiritual experience is depicted in the caduceus of Hermes. If you look closely, the caduceus really resembles the shape of the letter T. It says the wing, this is the caduceus of Hermes right here. So you see it looks like a T. Okay. So It says the wing of the caduceus represents the power over or the balance between two dual natures within our body, masculine and feminine, good and evil, Christ and Satan. When we balance our nature, we may be able to raise these two cosmic energies upward, activating each of the chakras, or, a Kundalini awakening. So it says the unactivated chakras are called the dead. Therefore, when you awaken the dead, you awaken the chakras, which is the symbolic story of Moses raising the serpents in the desert. When you see a cube, it is also an emblem of the cross. A cube being unfolded is a cross. Thus, the letter T represents the unfolding spiritual nature that rises above physical limitation, okay, like this. That is the little, the little cube right here being unfolded into this cross, okay? So it says, as Teth is the last letter of the Hebrew alphabet, the spiritual meaning of the letter T represents perfection, completion, and returning to the original oneness of Aleph, okay? Or, the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet, okay? It says, on a deeper level, returning to Aleph, which is God or the light or the source, okay? So it says, the tetrasites of Pythagoras start with T because T symbolizes the perfection of God's creation, okay? So it says, according to Egyptian teachings, the letter T represents the two front teeth of Osiris. They believe that when Osiris spoke, he talked with truth, which became teachings. Thus, the letter T is the symbol of truth spoken by Osiris. On the day of judgment, our heart will be weighed against the feather of Mayat, who is the goddess of truth, on the scale of justice, okay? When we look closely at the scale, its shape resembles the letter T, okay? It says, in Egyptian mythology, if Osiris finds our hearts in balance with the weight of the feather of truth, we will be accepted to live in the heaven forever. However, if our hearts are heavier due to the burden of sin, then we will be devoured by a crocodile-like animal, okay? And this is the scale here. This is what they're talking about, the scale right here, okay? It says, according to Resurrect Isis, the letter T also represents the tooth of the cobra, which are its two fangs. Cobra is the symbol of wisdom in Egyptian mysticism. The name Thoth is composed of TH plus TH, which means tooth, okay? Thoth or thoughts is the word tooth being said backwards, okay? So that's why I call Thoth Thuth, okay? Because that's how you say his name, okay? Look. So you don't have to have the letter T in your name for this to resonate, but you could have a T anywhere in your name, okay? So it says, in numerology, if the first letter of your name starts with a T, you are tactful, thoughtful, and trustworthy in personality. As T symbolizes the rooftop of a house, your nature is protective, helpful, and reliable. People with T in their names are willing to sacrifice their benefits to protect their family and others. T people need to unfold their spiritual consciousness to live up to their full potential. As the numerical value of T is 2, you are cooperative, diplomatic, and sociable. You deal with people wisely and love to help those who are in need. You are also a peacemaker who will resolve disharmony back to its natural balance. The negative traits, okay, on the negative side, T people are private, secret, and mystical to others. Your sensitivity and timidity is in personality can make you become unapproachable. People with T in their names can become frustrated, intolerant, and bad-blooded when they are not in the right mood, okay? And so he's saying with this, try not to get frustrated. When you feel the frustration coming on, talk to spirit, talk to your to your angels, communicate with them, and then things won't be, so hard to tolerate in life, and also avoid becoming bad blooded, which is the energy of anger. Okay. When you become bad blooded, when you get angry, your temperature in your body literally rises. And this is how the term bad blood came about. Okay. So let me take it on back so I can look up the J, and then we can get into it. Okay. I'm telling y'all, I love when they get to teaching us like this. Okay, look. So the J, okay, J represents the element of fire. Okay, the symbols of J are the hands, divine power, the beard of Osiris, and the power of speech. Okay, the spiritual meaning of J are, Yeshua, Yahweh, Jeremiah, John, Joseph, Jews, Joshua, and Jehovah. Okay. The numerology value of J is 10. Okay. But 10 is that energy of new beginnings. It is that the energy of the world. Okay. The energy of enlightenment, the energy of completion is what he's saying. Okay. So, J stands for judgment, joy, justice, and jewel. Okay. So the letter J corresponds to Yod in the Hebrew alphabet, meaning hands. It is the hands of God who created all things. Yod is the symbol of the only one God. It comes with the image of a dot representing God, the oneness and unity within everything. Okay. It is the cause of all causes because every Hebrew letter is made up of the letter Yod. It is described as a finger pointing toward heaven, showing the power of the heavenly spirit that guides the earthly matters. Being the 10th letter, J's numerical value is 10, symbolizing God's power within man. In esoteric teachings, all manifestations come from the one and will eventually return to the same source. Okay. And then it says 10 equals 1 because 1 plus 0 equals 1. Okay. Which is also a number of new beginnings. Okay. So therefore, J is symbolic of magnificence, perfection, and completion. This is why in the Bible there are so many messengers. This is why in the Bible there are so many messengers that start their name with the letter J, like Yeshua, Jacob, John, and Joseph, etc., because they are spiritually endowed with God's power. Come on, look, this is what the Yod looks like. And it's true, like in most of the Hebrew letters, there's a Yod, and then there's like a little branch like this, or there's like, something that crosses over it. Like they all have the Yod in it. Like y'all, okay? We all have the God in it, okay? Look, so it says, J is also the divine spark of light in each of us. As the image of Yod resembles a flame, the word enlightenment means the receiving of the light or the flame of fire that dispels falsehoods, illusions, and darkness. Come on. It says, when Greek people borrowed this concept of Yod, they changed the letter of Loda, of iota, which became I in the English alphabet. I, whose numerical value is 9 in numerology, also represents completion, accomplishment, and perfection. I also means the spiritual eye that sees beyond the three-dimensional world, okay, or the third eye. It says in Egyptian school of esotericism, the letter J represents the beard of Osiris. Symbolically, the beard represents status, position as the maker of laws. Osiris is known in Egyptian mythology as the judge on the day of judgment. It says, Resurrect Isis said that the beard is attached to power because it will move whenever one speaks. Therefore, it resembles the power of speech. The king is always powerful in speech because his words are laws and his judgments are ultimate. Okay? Look at this is the example here with the beard of Osiris. Okay? So it says, according to Egyptian teachings, man vowed oaths by the beard of Osiris. This tradition is also similar. Make make sure my mic is on, okay? This tradition is also similar to the one from ancient Islam, where people swore by the beard of Prophet Muhammad, representing the final words that will not change. In a basic sense, the letter J mystically refers to the power of judgment relating to one's virtues and integrity. Moreover, the letter J is closely related to the secret of Jesus or Yeshua in occult science of Egypt. Therefore, Yeshua is symbolic of the beard of Isis. During his first missing 30 years of life, he was alleged to be the occult student in Egypt under the esoteric school called the Essene. Essene means Isis sons. Okay, this is fire. I've never even read this. Okay, so it says it is also worthy to note that the beginning of the Bible starts with the book of Genesis. Metaphorically, Genesis stands for the genes of Isis, which means that the Christian religion is really a duplication of Egyptian religion. Woo, come on. They don't want me to say that. So like I said with T, you know, you can have a J anywhere in your name, but you don't have to for these traits to resonate with you, okay? It says in numerology, if the first letter of your name starts with a J, you are jovial, joyful, and just in personality. As J's numerical value is 10, people with J's in their names are usually religious and spiritual. The face of J is on the left. Thus, you are good at memorizing things and retaining knowledge. J people take inspiration from the heaven and manifest it on earth. Under number 1 vibration, you are initiative, individual, and inventive in nature. You are also highly ambitious and someone who loves to set goals and accomplish them, okay? Spiritually, you are blessed with intuitive power that guides your action. You rarely ask others for advice, but you have total self-assertion and rely on the inherent divine power from the within, okay? And so it says negatively, J people can be too critical, stubborn, and jealous because J is related to self. You are prone to be self-centered, self-important, and egocentric. Okay, so of course, let's avoid those things. You know, try not to be too self-centered. You know, try not to you know, in the energy of oneness. You know, realize that you are the same. Okay, you are one with everyone and everything. You are no better. Okay, you're no better than anyone. Okay, so it says one of your main lessons is to find balance in life and be aware of your selfish tendency. If you do not align yourself spiritually, you are prone to become a destructive leader. And then the next thing I wrote was glow up. Okay, so you are definitely doing it. You're definitely mastering these energies properly, or you wouldn't even be looking at this video. Okay, so he's wanting you to work on manifesting. Okay, it says from thought to form. Okay, everything that you think forms. Okay, it might not pop up, you know what I mean, and start talking to you, but it truly does. A lot of you guys are creating your own conundrums. Okay, you're creating your own moments where things are up in the air. You know, you're creating your own issues. Okay, so let's see, let me get some of these. We got envy, okay? Find your own, okay? And it was just covering that energy of jealousy, okay? Envy is, he's saying envy can be a very sneaky energy, you know? A lot of us go through the energy of envy where we don't really realize we're being envious, but you are, you know? He's saying covet, you know? The things that you covet, when you look at other people's things and you want those things, it's not a crime to want those things, but just be very careful, you know? Make sure you're truly happy, genuinely, and just know that if somebody else has something, guess what? Through the energy of oneness, you have that thing too. And so you should celebrate, and it will bring more of those types of things in your life, okay? We got persistence with stay the course. Stay very persistent at this time, okay? And really, truly follow your goals and your dreams, okay? Next thing I wrote was the number 601. Okay. It says, know your material needs will be met as you walk your spiritual path and serve your life purpose. Okay. We got entitlement with check your prima donna though. Okay. Check the prima donna within you. Yes, you are, you're entitled to all of these things. And yes, you are royalty, but that doesn't mean going around, he's saying responsibility. It comes with an energy of responsibility, with a certain way that you should uphold and present the self. Okay. So it says faith, hope, and courage, especially in the areas of finding true love. Okay. We got discernment with take a closer look. When it comes to the areas of love, he's saying, just take a closer look. You will always be able to see the rat that is hiding behind the mask that people are presenting. Okay. So it says communication from the spiritual realm that you have to keep quiet as you concentrate on your life. Okay. Don't tell everybody what you're doing. Everybody doesn't always need to know what you're doing. Okay. Then we got exposed with time to come clean. I feel like a lot of you guys could be exposing very deep things within the self, and Hermes is asking you not to rush. Okay. With this Knight of Swords energy, he's saying, don't rush through it. Take your time, really use your discernment to take a closer look at the self and figure out how to attract the energies of abundance, of unconditional love, of trust, of understanding, and of new beginnings. Okay. How to build deeper connection and a soul bond that is sacred with the divine. Okay. We got cautious. Okay. Beware of dogs. So I feel like a lot of you guys are in a very cautious energy at this time. Okay, we got wild cat with you never know what's lurking, and then we got instigator with got to start something, So he's saying be cautious, you know what I mean? But also, it's not always a bad thing that's lurking. Sometimes the energy just gets how it gets, and it's because there is something better. Okay. I seen the Seven of Swords when I was sitting here shuffling the deck before I started recording, and I said, "Oh, you guys are you talking about sneaky wish fulfillment, okay? With the what is this? The Three of Wands. That's what I thought, They're surprising you guys because they don't want you to ruin it, okay? Because your thoughts become things, okay? So stop trying to overthink the way that Spirit's going to do things in your life and just focus on building that deep spiritual soul bond with the divine, and that everything will lay out the way that it's supposed to lay out. Okay. Next was the number 556. Okay. Which is a powerful symbol of spiritual awakening and enlightenment. Okay. And it also talks about trusting God's protection and provision. God will always protect and provide for you. Always. Okay. We got the Page of Daggers, which is giving me more of that fresh-minded student type of energy. You're needing to absorb as much knowledge and information as you can right now. You are so primed and prepped and ready to know as much as you possibly can. Okay, we got the Death. The more you learn, okay, the more you put a death to the old ways of thinking and the things that you thought you knew. Okay, we got the Two of Crystals, and this keeps you in that infinitely balanced place. The more you know, okay, and also it brings you to a place of remembrance. Okay, we got Judgment, going over this exposed time to come clean. I feel like this energy of learning as much as you can and getting into that higher energy also exposes those around you. It gets rid of all illusions, all issues, all problems. It truly does. Okay. So it says, trust that everything will fall into place. Okay. And then next was the name Midori, okay? Midori, okay? So it says that name means green, okay? The color green meant to portray fame and wealth, okay? So a lot of you guys are wanting this fame and wealth is what he's saying. Yeah, a lot of you guys are wanting to have this forward movement, you want to be acknowledged and you want to be known for the things that you're going to, all of us, it is like a human thing. He's saying it's a human thing to want to leave behind a legacy because that is like the God stamped on your soul. God doesn't do anything, light. You when God does something, you see it, it's God, and you remember that God did that, okay? And so that is within you. So this is why you have that craving to leave behind your stamp on the world, okay? And that's perfectly healthy, saying that is the proper creative energies, but your anxiety could be getting in the way of you leaving that stamp, you know, leaving that mark. You know, you're so anxious and you're so worried about the details and how you're going to do this thing and how it's going to look to other people. And he's saying you don't need to worry about that. All you need to do is focus on, you know, the 10 of crystals or this 10 of pentacles that you're wanting to attract to yourself. You know what I mean? Take the leap of faith and allow God to handle it after that. After you jump, allow God to catch you, okay? So next was mudras, okay? Mudras that you do with the hands, okay? He said to do mudras fast in a row, and you receive all the attributes of the mudras right then, and you don't have to sit and hold them, okay? It says, but holding them is a deeper dive into understanding what the mudra brings and can lead to serious transformations and explosive spiritual advancements, okay? Yeah, look, divinity. So the mudras are a very powerful thing for you. And he was talking about the hands. Okay. He was talking about the hands of God. And, you know, God is within you. Okay. So your hands have that very same power, you know, the power to bring transformation into your life, the power to clear out these shadow energies, and also the power to bring relief to you. And your hands also have the power to help you remember past lives if you use them for the mudras in that way. Okay. And I'm done with that deck. So next is the number 989, okay, which says it's time to take positive steps toward creating a better future, okay? With the 5 of Pentacles, okay, and the world coming in out of the cold and taking as many positive steps as you can, more of that 10 energy, okay. It says grow beyond any limiting, hindering, and or negative beliefs, thoughts, or patterns. Change, growth, and abundance in all aspects of your life, okay. Take this chance to end old phases in your life that hold you back from achieving greatness and all things exciting, okay? So you're headed for this amazing and exciting time in your life, okay, with the Queen of Wands. You guys are truly radiant at this time, okay? It's saying just the curiosity alone has got your energy shining, just because you want to know where you come from and you want to understand who you are, you want to understand your life. He's saying this is no accident, okay? This is no accident. This is a divine movement, okay? This is a divine movement to awaken every star, and everybody's a star. If they're not awakening, then I don't know. The lovers, okay? Awakening the lover energy, like a unity of everyone. This is what is called for at this time. Yeah, with the 3 of Wands, this is what is coming. This is what is to be expected, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. This big energy of love is being pushed and pulsated out into humanity at this time to help. And everyone is like finding their way home, okay? This is what it says right here. Find your way home. Also, the turquoise crystal could be very effective for you in your energy at this time, okay? So next was the song Glorious, okay? That came to me last night because I write these notes way ahead of time, but I added Glorious last night, okay? And the song goes, we got flaws in all of us, that's what makes us glorious. Time goes by in front of us, so let's just make it glorious. Can we quit paying attention to opinions and perfections before we run out of youth? Oh, 'cause we got flaws in all of us, and that's what makes us glorious. Okay, so you guys are glorious. You guys are amazing. Okay, this is what you are becoming. You are becoming the glory of God in what is it? The personification of the glory of God. This is what you are becoming. You are becoming inimitable. Inimitable. Okay, is what it says. And the inimitable card talks about It talks about how you become something that cannot be copied because you are standing truly in your light, in your power, in who you are, at the soul level, okay? I know y'all don't want me to read nothing else, but I'm finna read this because I'm following directions. At this point, I just gotta forget. I just gotta let go of whatever it is that people want to hear and just do whatever it is that Spirit's telling me to do, okay? Because they ain't never led me wrong. So Celestial Quartz is on page 181, okay? You could be seeing the number 181. It could be very significant to you, okay? I seen 171 also. So that. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Celestial quartz. So it says energy. The keywords are energy infusion from the higher realms. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. It says divine love, angelic communication, and grounding the higher self in earthly life. Come on. Okay, look, it says, so this is about you. Excuse me, this is about you. That's confirmation. Look, celestial quartz, or you, are one of the most powerful means by which the energy patterns, information, and love from the beings of the higher planes can be translated and transferred to other human beings engaged in physical life on Earth. Woo! Let me say it again. You are one of the most powerful means by which the energy patterns, information, and love from the beings of the higher planes can be translated and transferred to other human beings engaged in physical life on Earth. Okay? You are the crystalline switchboards linking multiple dimensions, times, and levels of consciousness to one another. When one keeps an celestial quartz in one's environment, or when one understands oneself and one's environment, it is like having a radio, okay? It's like being a radio tuned to the higher self channel. The crystals, or you constantly emanate vibrations that remind us and reconnect us to the inner worlds of spirit. Okay, smoky celestials, okay, do their best job of grounding higher vibrations in the physical realm, and they are the most easily accessible to humans because of the grounded aspect of the smoky quartz. Smoky celestials offer powerful protection from negativity, which is not necessarily present in other types of celestials, okay? So you, someone who has integrated your darkness, or your moon attributes, offer powerful protection from negativity, which other people cannot access. Okay, it says you are attuned most easily to the frequencies of the angelic domain. Working in meditation, okay, one may readily hear the voices of the angelic choirs singing the music of the spheres. Through this celestial connection, one may receive a download of cosmic love, which can infuse every cell in the body with joy and well-being. This is the course of great assistance in any type of vibrational healing, and it can also raise the energies. Oh my gosh, I'm getting excited. Okay, look. It can also raise the energies of healthy individuals to new levels of higher functioning. Beyond that, it is a wonder and a joy to see the angelic realm through the inner eye and to commune with its inhabitants through the heart. The smoky celestial crystals can facilitate such experiences, or you can facilitate such experiences, okay? So it says you are also known to lighten the heart, relieving the burden of sorrow or depression in others. Others can attune. No, my bad. You can attune others to the knowledge of the Akashic records and to the eternal wisdom that permeates the universe. You can assist in the recall of past lives and the understanding of the key lessons of those lives. It says You must allow one's consciousness to travel freely through time and space, viewing probable futures as well as past events. Okay. Your inherent programming is benevolence. So, my gosh, this is so good. Okay. Look, your inherent programming is benevolence. So the information and experience that you're being attuned to is the highest good of yourself. Okay. So it says you can be used to eliminate disharmony and confusion. Okay. So you eliminate disharmony and confusion. They bring accord to personal relationships and can assist in revealing underlying emotions, fixations, or blockages. Okay. You can assist the conscious self in apprehending and understanding the messages of the subconscious as well as the collective unconscious of humanity. Okay. It says, you can help seers see more clearly. You can assist healers in accessing the universal blueprint of harmony and wellness and open the doors for mystics to enter the state of oneness with all that is. Okay. So fire. When you're in your masculine energy, okay, because it says smoky celestial quartz can be combined with moldavite, okay, for mutual enhancement of their powers of transformation. Okay, so working with okay. So he's saying working with moldavite, phenacite, danbarite, azestulite, herdanite, natrolite, sosalite, brookite, my bad, pedalite, and Satyaloka quartz, Satyaloka quartz. Okay. In fact, using a smoky celestial in conjunction with synergy or ascension stones. Okay, so any stones associated with synergy or ascension should be worn as a necklace or held as an energy wand, is what Hermes is saying. Okay, so it says you have the ability to assist the spiritual student, offering energy and information to support growth. The affirmation for this says, I open myself to the love, knowledge, wisdom, and blessings of the higher realms, and I help bring them into the world. Okay. And then next was emerald, okay, which talks about the keywords of emerald are love, compassion, healing, and abundance. Okay. Come on. All right, Hermes, that was beautiful and amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that with the collective. What's the final thought on this? Ooh. Okay, we got the 6 of keys, okay, which is the iridescent moon. I don't remember what the keys are. I think the keys are swords. If it is the 6 of swords, that is also that calmer water energy. Let me see. Let me just look right here. He had me do a lot of reading, but I am not mad, okay? Y'all don't even know. He just dropped big knowledge on you. Uh, 201. Okay, here we go. So it says a man works diligently sculpting a bust in his workroom. Behind him is a large window that overlooks the rolling hills of a harbor city. The moon in the sky points left, growing to full. It's called the iridescent moon. This waxing moon on the card shows an exciting time of increase, abundance, and growth. Your efforts have combined with external circumstances, and even the stars have aligned. If things have been financially tight for you recently, relax. There is great opportunity for increase and fulfillment in every way, financially, creatively, and even in your reputation and prestige. So just do your work and get ready to receive, okay? And with that, I am done, okay? I hope you guys have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day. And I will see you later. Bye.